Hi everyone, Larry Satchwell. Before we go on to this last project, I want to show you why I didn't put the decoupage on the garden toad. I think this texture really came out well. I could have put a different coat underneath and then sanded it off, but I really like the way it looks and it holds everything I need. And so project number 2.
Unbelievable. I forgot to turn the mic on, but I'm just doing a lot of chatting here, trying to figure out which handle I want to use for the planter box this is going to become. And then I fix up the box so it's ready for the next step. And then I have to go get a haircut.
I'm back. Did you miss me? What do you think? Looks better, I think. Let's get back to work on this project. I do want to clean it up a bit. It's got a lot of junk on it. So I'm going to clean it up with my Restore tool. It has this foam between the sandpapers. I think it's 120, but it'll do a real good job of cleaning this up. It's pretty dusty, so I'm going to turn on my vacuum, and it's pretty noisy, so I'll put on my gear here. That really cleaned it up nicely. A couple of nails sticking out here. Not a problem. We'll reinforce everything with some 1-inch staples here. And while I have it upside down here, I don't want this to sit directly on my picnic table because that could cause some rotting issues. So I've got these scraps left over from that first project I did. These are just 1-inch by 1-inch. I'm just going to put them on the corners here. I like it. All right, time to drill the holes. I've measured this, almost knocked glue over. So about 5/8 to 7/8 of an inch wide here. So it's time to drill this hole. I'm going to use a 1-inch drill bit. I just eyeballed it here. I'm going to use this backer board right here because I don't want to blow the wood out from the back. Nice clean hole, and I did that on purpose, so I've got a little hole here so I know where to put this one. This was about centered, so we'll put it about there. Turn this upside down so now I have a fresh one. That cedar is really easy to drill through. All right, now for this rascal. This has a nut right here, so I know that's not going to go through the hole, so I'm going to cut that nut off. Wasn't that clever? And retrieve that. Oh, it goes through there nicely. I can cut more of this off in a minute. Let's just see how this is going to look. I like that. I like that. That's okay. All right. Now, I think being able to move this to the sides is not a bad idea. But I don't want it to come out of there. I don't think it'll come out right now, but I have a little chopstick here. And I measured it to be about 13/64. I'm going to drill a little hole right here. There's probably still a lot of water in this vine, so what will happen as this shrinks, it'll actually shrink around that. It'll actually shrink around this chopstick and make it even tighter than it is. That's perfect. A little glue in the hole. Nice tight fit already. I want to stick out about a 1/4 of an inch on each side. And now that I have that where I want it, I'll just clip it off again. And do the same thing right over here. All right, that is basically finished, but I want to do some embellishments. So I'm going to take a minute and clean this mess up. I want to use the rest of these grapevines as some embellishment. I'm not going to be using all of them, but I know there are some in here that are really cool. And these are so flexible, they're really going to be easy to manipulate here. If I can whip this long one around without hitting the camera. This one already has a 90-degree angle in it, the way it grew. So what I want to do is use that angle. It feels like it wants to go to the other side. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to use the other side. Nope, that's not the way it wants to go. All right, I am going to chop this off a bit because that's as far as I want to go. So I'll just chop it off right here. Easy for you, Larry. Long enough? Holy cow. There we go. All right. Here we are. All right. Got to tame this one. Is it going to stay? Yes, it is. So now I can bend it up this way. My gun only shoots, the maximum for my gun is 1-inch staples here. It's holding pretty good. And here's a little hump part. I don't think that's going to be a problem. See if I can get one in right there. Yeah. If I can, I'd rather cut it with my clippers here than that noisy machine. I'm going to try to get it real close. And get this one over here while I'm at it. That worked out perfect. Put this one right here. Yeah, it wants to go that way. All right, need one across the top here. Let's try it this way. This is going to be tough. I don't know if it's going to go. That does. The other side here. Oh, I saw another one with an angle. Yeah, here's one. Oh, this one's got two. All right. Let me cut this in half. Oh, this one's flexible. This has got a lot of water coming out of it. That one didn't want to go in. Can I make this work? I believe I can. This is pushing the limits of my 1-inch staples. Like a spider web in here. But right now, I think I'm going to call it finished. Do I need any down here? I don't think so. Okay, let me get some plants. So in the bottom here, I put a level of soil conditioner. It's basically wood chips, and I don't think it has any fertilizer or anything in it, but it'll soak up a lot of stuff. I also want to put some peat moss in here. I'll put a layer of it because I may forget to water this, or if we're out of town for a weekend, peat moss will help keep that moist. And then I've got some Miracle-Gro that was on sale at Lidl too. So I'm going to mix the Miracle-Gro and the peat moss together. This Miracle-Gro has a long-term fertilizer in it, slow-release fertilizer, I guess I should say. We're not going to be eating these flowers, so I don't have any concern. I don't know if I like to have that in my flower and my vegetables garden or not. All right, this is these were 3 for $5 at Home Depot. The Snapdragon it's about done for Snapdragons. They will do a lot of take a lot of frost. But I bought this one because it has 2 sprouts here that may or may not bloom. Once it gets really hot out here, these aren't going to do very well. But I'm going to use that as my centerpiece. I'm going to put a little off center here. Put that there. Now these dianthesis, I can actually, these are perennials. I can plant these in the garden this fall in my perennial bed. Put that one there. Kind of root bound. Put this one over here. And these were at Lidl, $2.98, and they are an 8-pack. That's really cheap. I've not seen plants that cheap all year. So I'm going to add these in here. Some of them are blooming and some of them are not, but look at the roots. Once you pick up a plant, go ahead and pull the roots out. If somebody says something to you, a salesman say, just checking, and these will cascade over the edge here and look beautiful all summer long. And they are really well rooted. Put one down here in the corner. One in this corner. Which this one in between those two. Plant them good and thick in here. Some more potting soil in here around these. This is handy having this handle move. Room for one right here. And we'll sneak one more in here. And some more potting soil. Well, Karen recently helped me move the picnic table out, so that's going to be the summer home. So let's go check it out up there and see what it looks like. Well, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I like this. I can move this in and out. We're still going to have some killing frost between now and April 15th. Not a lot, not every night, but we're still going to have some cold nights. So I can pick it up by the handle and move it inside and bring it out here again. But today is a Chamber of Commerce Loganville Day. What a beautiful day here in Georgia. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments.